Question 2. Two quantities n and t are related as follows. N is equal to the square root of t. Find the value of n when t is equal to 49. So to find that value, we would simply substitute t to be 49. So instead of the square root of t, we'll have the square root of 49. And that would work out to be positive or negative 7. And our final answer would be 7. Alright. Moving on to part 2. Make t the subject of the formula. To make anything the subject, we need to isolate it so that it is the only thing on where it is, or it's the only thing which is by itself. So currently we have n equal square root of t. N is the subject because n is by itself, but we need t to be the subject, so we need to isolate t by itself. And t has the square root sign, and to get rid of that square root, we would have to do the opposite of square root, which would be square. And whatever you do on one side, you do on the other side, which would then give us n squared equal to t, because square and square root cancels each other. And if you just want to switch which side the t is on, you could do that. T equals n squared. Alright, let's move on. So now we are at part B of question 2. Ali is X years. Jim is 5 years older than Ali. Chris is twice as old as Ali. Write expressions in terms of X for Jim's age and Chris's age. So both ages we're going to be writing in respect to Ali's age, which is X years. So Jim is 5 years older. So in terms of X, we'll then write that as X plus 5. Because if you're 5 years older, you're basically plus 5 years. Chris's age will then be twice as old as Ali. And if you're twice as old as something or someone, that means that you're 2 times their age. So we're going to multiply 2 by X, which then will be written as 2X. Alright. In 2 years' time, the product of Ali's age and Chris's age will be the same as the square of Jim's present age. Show that the equation x squared, take away 4x, take away 21 is equal to 0. Represents the information given above. Alright. So, the words in 2 years' time is very vital. That's why it is bold. So, we're going to write Ali's age in respect to 2 years' time. So just going to write the letter of each name. So Ali for A. So Ali's age in 2 years' time would be X plus 2. And then Chris's age, which should be denoted by C, in 2 years' time would be 2X plus 2. So basically just put plus 2 on their present ages to write it in respect to 2 years' time. And then those two are finished. The last age now, Jim's, should be written as the square. Alright, so we're going to write J for Jim, and his age is X plus 5. And from the word it says we're going to square his age. Alright, so now we're going to put everything together so that we can show that the equation x squared take away 4x take away 21 is equal to 0. So remember, it says the product of Ali's and Chris's age. So that's where we're using brackets to showcase that product, that these two ages are being multiplied. X plus 2 being multiplied by 2x plus 2. And then they're both equal to the square of Jim's age, which is x plus 5 squared. Let's try that a little bit better. So now we're going to work them out. We're going to multiply x plus 2 by 2x plus 2. So to multiply these, we're going to ensure that we multiply everything, don't leave any stones unturned. Wait a minute, little mistake.
Chemistry cards.
Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's start with the blue. X multiplied by 2x will give us 2x squared. Then the green, 2 multiplied by 2x will give us positive 4x. Then our yellow will give us x multiplied by 2, which is then 2x. Then our red would be 2 times 2, which is plus 4. Alright. So now on the other side, x plus 5 squared is going to be doing something similar, because we could rewrite this as let's have a look at the side notes. We could rewrite this as x plus 5 multiplied by x plus 5. Alright. So just how we mapped each of the terms, we're going to map these also. So using the blue, x multiplied by x will give us x squared (5) multiplied by x will give us positive 5x. X multiplied by 5 will give us another 5x. And then the last one, 5 multiplied by 5, then give us 25. Alright. So we're going to basically simplify these terms until we can't simplify anymore. So back to our black ink. So 2x squared plus 4x plus 2x plus 4. We could then rewrite this as 2x squared plus 6x, because 4x plus 2x is equal to 6x, and plus 4 and equal x squared plus 5x, which give us 10x.
Chemistry cards.
plus 25. Oh, I forgot the x with the 10. All right. So then, because we want it to look like the equation that we have above, this equation here, we're going to ensure that one side of the equal sign, which is the right side, is equal to 0. So we're going to remove everything that is on the right side, x squared plus 10x plus 25, onto the left side. So then we have 2x squared plus 6x plus 4, and then carrying over the x squared would then have a negative x squared, because if it was positive and you carry it over the equal sign, it's going to be the opposite or the negative counterpart. Alright, and if it was negative and you carry it over, it will then be positive. But in this case, everything on the right side is positive, so everything is going to become negative when you carry it over the equal side. So negative 10x and then negative 25 is equal to 0. Alright, so we simply take away like terms. So 2x squared take away x squared would remain with just 1x squared remaining. Then 6x take away 10x will then give us negative 4x. Then plus 4 take away 25 give us negative 21 equal 0. Alright, so we have actually proved that x squared take away 4x take away 21 equals 0 actually represents the above information. Alright, so let us move on. Calculate Ali's present age. So Ali's present age is x, and for us to find what x is, we're going to use that same equation from the last part that we just did from part 2. So x squared take away 4x take away 21 is equal to 0. So we're going to factorize a little bit. So to factorize this, we're going to rewrite negative 4x using the factors of 21. So 7 times 3, so 3 times 7 gives us 21. Let's just check that. Yes, 7 times 3 gives us 21. So we're going to use those two numbers to give us back negative 4x. So we could rewrite it as negative 7x plus 3x take away 21. Alright, now yes indeed, let's just check. Negative 7 plus 3 indeed gives us negative 4. Alright, let's continue. So our next part now is going to factor out the x's on either side of the plus sign. So x squared take away 7x, we're going to factor out the x, which will then leave us with x take away 7. And then for the 3x take away 21, we'll factor out the 3, which will then give us x take away 7. So we could then rewrite this as x plus 3 x take away 7 is equal to 0. Alright, but we're not finished, we're almost there. Since the product is equal to 0, we could simply say that x plus 3 is equal to 0 and x plus 7 is equal to 0. And then we're going to solve for x. Alright, so if we make x the subject, we'll then carry over the 3, which will then change it to a negative 3. So x is equal to negative 3. And then on this side, carrying over the 7, a negative 7 over the equal sign, we then change it to a positive 7. So x equals to 7. So looking at both answers, negative 3 and 7, it is obvious that Ali's age would be 7. Let me just use the letter A. So Ali's age is 7. So 7 years. Reason why we can't use negative 3 is because you can't have a negative number representing an age. Alright? So Ali's age is 7 years. So Ali is 7 years old.